Shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bahasham Rachakudash. Double honor unto elder apostles, the elder bishops at Great Millstone who rule well taught us his truth. Salutes unto the Arkim who continue to push the word in truth and in sincerity, man. And this is just going to be a quick one. Some updates on France. As you may have heard, there's current rioting over there in France because police stopped, was it a teenager or was he in his early 20s, one of them, and pretty much killed him, whilst he was driving his car. So you got riots over there now in France. And the French don't really mess around, man. They're known for rebelling. They're known for, kicking up a fight and pretty much going against government. But we're seeing an increase in these things for the sake of prophecy and the fulfillment thereof, man. Okay? So what they've decided to do over there in France now is that they've stopped public transport and they deploy 40,000 officers amid fears of a third night of rioting. And France isn't far from England at all. You can go to King's Cross, St. Pancras, show your passport and get on a train. You'll be over there in France, It's not far at all. If you go to the army base out there in Southampton, there's a little island, where they have submarines for the Royal Navy and stuff. I've been out there many years ago. From the coast, you can actually see France, so it's not far from England at all. But pretty much, they're experiencing riots right now, man. I can't remember. So lucky, I can't remember exactly what it was for, but a couple of months ago they had riots there as well. I did a video on it. 40,000 officers. It's a lot of officers, man. To put on the streets and shut down public transport, man. The French, they get riled up. Okay. It's all because of triggered by the fatal police shooting of a 17-year-old boy. Bus and tram services are also set to shut down early, so they're not targets for thugs and vandals. Okay, so that's pretty much the point. Here you can see some photos of what's been happening over there. Cars burning, things on the road burning, So it's crazy, man. Okay. This is what the people want to do, man. There's some people doing it because of what happened. Other people are just opportunists. Any opportunity to lash out, man. Okay. And there's going to be a lot of rebellion for, when money goes. When money goes digital and stuff. But there's one precept I want to bring out. In the book of 2nd Ezra, it's 15. What verse was it in? Yep, 15 and 16, and it says, "For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, that they shall not regard their kings nor their princes." Now, your governors, your prime ministers, your houses of parliament, all these officials, your civil servant, workers of government, man, they all regard, those are your kings and princes. So, and speaking about your kings and princes, is speaking about people that have position in government, man. Okay, all of them. So basically what it's saying is people aren't going to regard government officials anymore. Okay, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. So there you have it, man. They're shutting down transport out there in France, man. You know, and we know that there's many other reasons as to why transport will be shut down on a more long-term basis, but it just goes to prove, even with these smaller outbreaks, prophecy is being fulfilled, man. You know, so so yeah, man, and we're gonna see things like that happen over here in England. It's happened before. You know, these kind of things are gonna increase, man. But hey, the people play a big part in prophecy as well. People barking up sedition. You know, sedition is conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch, man. So people are getting into it, bro. That's what it is, man. So this is more signs of the times. The scripture says, measured out the time diligently. Okay. And he answered me then and said, measured out. 2 Ezra 9:1. So like he answered me then and said, measured out the time diligently in itself. When thou seest part of the signs past which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time, wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So the highest is visiting the world, man. Okay. We can clearly see these things coming to pass, man. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.